A very warm good evening to everyone. Welcome to the 215th session of CENTA's webinar series for teachers. My name is Karthik Menon, and before I start, on behalf of everyone at CENTA, I would like to wish you all a very happy World Teachers Day. Today is about you, your love, your dedication, your passion to teaching, and we are going to be celebrating you. We'll be unwrapping a gift together in a few minutes from now, and that's what the session is about. But before that, I'll just quickly set the context of what we are going to be covering. As I said, my name is Karthik Menon. I am the product manager of the CENTA app. I'm also one of the founding team members of CENTA. And those of you who have been following this series for a while would recall me from some of the older sessions that I facilitated back in 2020 and 2021. I can see a lot of familiar faces in the live chat, so fantastic to see all of you still participating regularly in the series. And I'm hoping, or I hope that this series has continued to add value to your professional development journey every single week. Today's session is about the CENTA app and specifically a feature that we launched last night to teachers across the world, which has in some ways really taken off. It was a very widely requested feature, and we've taken your inputs and we've released that for you on World Teachers Day. Before I start, I'll share the CENTA app story with you. And those of you who've attended, the CENTA app session stories or CENTA app sessions previously would recall the story. But I'm also, in addition to the old names, I'm also seeing a bunch of new names. So a bunch of new names. So for the benefit of for their benefit, I'll, try and share the story once again. So I think it was back in 2019 that we first took we took the first steps towards creating a CENTA app. And it was, of course, called My CENTA back then. As of today, there are 1.2 million teachers on the platform. Back then, the community was much smaller, and most of the teachers who were a part of the community were ones who had taken up any of our assessments and certification programs. So one of the constant requests that we used to get from these teachers was, we've taken your assessments, we love them, we now understand these are our areas of strength, these are our areas of development, but how do we go about plugging these gaps that we're identifying? We deliberated a lot. We discussed this a lot with, internally with a bunch of different teachers, school leaders, and so forth. And the answer that we zeroed in on was micro learning resources. And micro learning resources became the first block of the CENTA app. That was back in 2019, by the way. And of course, these resources were linked to CENTA standards, which is our framework of teaching competencies. CENTA resources have continued to remain popular over the last 4 years. In fact, there's so much love that teachers from all over the world have shown that I think in the last calendar year, we recorded close to 4 million learning engagements on the platform. So that's a testimony to you, your passion, your dedication to become better at what you're doing. So congratulations to you on that, I would say. So that was the first building block. Now, as the teachers were upskilling themselves, they were learning new things, there arose a need for a strong linkage, I would say, to teacher certification. And that's when the second block came up. And this was the block of teacher certification and micro-credentialing. Because teachers were upskilling themselves, they wanted a way to showcase their competencies, they wanted a way to share it with their friends, colleagues, family, and also, shall I say, more importantly, with school authorities and prospective employers. And this was the element that we next introduced into My CENTA. And over the last couple of years, as a lot of you would know, we've also added a layer of blockchaining to this to ensure that the credentials that teachers are receiving are secure, easily accessible, and verifiable. So that was the second block. So the first block was learning resources, micro learning resources, which are mapped to the CENTA standards. The second block was teacher certification and micro credentialing. The third block was more naturally built, I would say. These are career opportunities. And as I said, they came in rather naturally because more and more schools started giving weightage to credentials. And what also happened was teachers started getting connected to opportunities. And these could be full-time opportunities, part-time opportunities, online, offline, and so forth. And that became the third pillar. The fourth pillar was community. And this is something that we've gotten multiple requests from teachers on, as I said initially. Teachers have always wanted a space to engage with, their peers, their like-mind, people who share the same passion, people who share the same interests. Because I mean, and I'll share a situation, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of you could relate to it. You step into your classroom, or rather, you have like you're stepping into your classroom, and say 15 minutes from now, you have a problem at hand. You don't know what the solution is, and there's also probably no one around to help. You've always desired for, okay, can I put this problem up somewhere, and can someone help me in real time? Can someone read this problem for me and help me solve it? That's always something that's at the back of your mind, right? From today onwards, don't worry, that problem is going to get solved, because that's exactly what we are going to be talking about today. This is the community feature, and we've built that into the CENTA app on the requests of thousands of teachers that we've received over the last 4 years. Uh, what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to waste a lot of time. I'm just going to dive straight into it. I'll try and mirror my phone screen onto my laptop screen so that you can get an idea of what you're doing. This, of course, is best done if if you join me on the CENTA app itself. I hope all of you have downloaded the CENTA app. If not, I'll request my colleagues to share the links of the CENTA app in the chat section. It's available on both the Android on Android as well as iOS. So it's available both on Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. So you can go there and type in CENTA or the CENTA app, and you'll get you'll get the results, and you can download the first app that you see there. It'll say CENTA for Teachers. That's the name of the app. So you can go ahead and download it. A lot of you, I think, have already downloaded the app. For those of you who have not downloaded the app, that's something that you can do right now. And I can give you all a couple of minutes before I start. And I can also get a few yeses in the comment section. Those of you who have the CENTA app, it'll just help me get an idea of who all has the CENTA app and who all is yet to download it. Good evening, good evening. You can see a lot of good evenings, and fantastic to see teachers from all over India, and not just across India, by the way. Philippines, Nigeria, Ghana. I can see all of them. Mary Sebastian ma'am has it. Thank you so much, Mary ma'am. Thanks a lot, Deepali. Thank you, Parimala ma'am. Rinku ma'am, my colleagues have just pasted the links. You can go ahead and download the app and start, sign up. So when you download the app, after the first three screens, which will give you an idea of what you can expect in the app, you can, sign in or sign up based on if you already have a CENTA account or not. And I would say you can sign in with an OTP on your mobile number, or you could also sign in with, with the Google option that's there. So you'll see a sign in with Google option. You can do that. You can go ahead and use that and sign in very easily. I can see a lot of yeses, so fantastic to see the traction on that front. Okay, so let me do this. Let me then start sharing my screen. So as I said, I'm trying to mirror my phone's screen onto onto my laptop. So what you might be seeing is you might not be able to see or read, or rather you might not be able to read the text clearly, but that's not a problem. You can explore the app yourself at your own pace after the session, or you can open the app in parallel and start exploring things as I am during the course of the session. Sure, AYS, not a problem. You can download it later. You can look at this. You can watch the webinar now. Look at the video, and then you can download it later and access it later. And before I start, also those of you who have participated in previous webinars, say from 2020 to till say July 2023, and you're looking for your certificates or records of participation from those sessions, the same will be available in this app before midnight today. So that's going to be there. And there's a special surprise on that front as well. So I'll share that with you shortly, but that's going to be there in a few hours from now. So in case you have questions on, oh, I participated in the session back in 2021, how do I get my record? It's not there. It's going to be there in this app before midnight today. Um, sure. So let's dive straight into it. What you are seeing right now is the homepage of the Padma ma'am. That's exactly what I was talking about. So by midnight tonight, you will have all your records in the app available for you to download again. So what you're seeing right now is the homepage of the new CENTA app. And you see a few banners that are scrolling on top, right? So these are, events or courses or masterclasses or webinars which are, upcoming or which are happening very soon and which are getting highlighted. So that's this section. So in case you want to see, okay, what are the highlights of this week? What's happening this week at CENTA? It's going to be available in the banners which are scrolling on top, and you can click on any banner and land up on that page and get more information about it. Below that is an interesting section. It's the trending searches. Now, trending searches is interesting because this gets dynamically updated every minute. So this gets updated based on what others are searching for in the app. So it's a very useful way for you as a teacher to see, okay, I'm interested in, say, content development. What are my peers interested in? What are they looking at? So that's a very interesting way to stay on top of, okay, what your peer group is looking at. So as I can see, flipping learning with talking is what most of the people are searching for right now. Then people are looking for the art of storytelling, body language, learning and assessment, how to ease mathematics. This webinar is what people searched for. Then people are searching for a resource on using library effectively, and so forth. So this section is where you will get an idea of what is trending right now in the app. Thank you, Soul85. Soul85 is saying that they've downloaded the app and it's really great. Thank you so much. The next section is the recommended for you section. Now, this section is again quite special. This section right now is showing you a set of recommended resources. But the more you use the app, say you've used the app consistently for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, or even for, I would say, a lesser period of time, we'd be able to track, okay, these are the competencies, or these are the competency sets that you are interested in building. So the next time you come to the app, you will be recommended resources, and these resources could be blogs, these could be videos, these could be webinars, these could be self-paced courses, these could be assessments, based on the set of competencies that that you're trying to build. So that is going to appear in the recommended for you section. So keep an eye on this. Pick up from where you left. Now, very often, all of us are quite busy, so we may have started something, but we may not be, we may not have been able to complete it well, in a single sitting or a single go. And we always think, okay, I'll probably complete a couple of modules now. I'll come back and pick up from where I left. So that's what this section does. It's pick up from where you left. So you don't have to go back to all your resources, scamper through all your resources to see, okay, this is, oh, I read this, did I read these, did I not, I'm not sure, should I read this again? None of that is needed, because we are tracking for you what you've completed, what you're spending, and you can come back on the home screen itself. You can pick up from where it, what you did not complete, and then, and you can pick it up from there. The next one is super interesting. And so this is, thank you so much, Rajeshwari ma'am. Rajeshwari ma'am is saying the best app for teachers to access individually. Thank you so much, ma'am. This is the most interesting section, the quiz section. So here at any point in time, you'll always have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 questions, which you can answer and see if you've gotten it right. And what's also a new addition or a new update in the app is while you can see, what what you have answered and if you've answered it correctly or not. What you can also see is how have your peers performed, how what's the split, how many people have answered it correctly, how many people have answered it incorrectly, and so forth, and what's the option most people have taken. So that's interesting for you to track. And as always, you're not just seeing what is correct or incorrect, but you're also reading why something is correct and why the other options incorrect. So that's a staple that continues to be there from the old CENTA app. So that's still there. So I'll try attempting another question. So identify the stress syllable in the word controversial. We'll just choose a random option. Okay, I chose the incorrect option. It's VER. Again, it'll tell me what's correct, why is it correct, why is it incorrect, how many people have answered the correct answer. Similarly, the next question, I think it's on it's a question from economics. So I've again responded. It shows me what the correct answer is. It gives me insight into why the correct answer was correct and why the options were incorrect. So that's what the question section or the quiz section does. So that was on the home page. As I said, if you haven't downloaded the app yet, so you can do that even after the session and explore it at your own pace. You can watch this video to come back and see. Okay, if you're stuck somewhere, you can always come back to this video and go to that timestamp and see, okay, this is where I was stuck. This is how it was explained, and probably this is how I should go about it. I still can see a lot of questions about records of participation. As I said, your past records of participation are going to be available in this app by midnight tonight. So you can come back tomorrow morning. The first thing you'll see, you open the app, you should be able to see your participation records in there. And in case you feel that, okay, you're participating in the session but haven't gotten it yet, please drop us an email on team@centa.org. We'll respond back to you and send you your record of participation. So I'll get to the other sections quickly, and before I come to the community feature. So we explored the home page. We'll quickly explore the learning section. So the learning section is, again, a very, very popular section. I was talking about close to 4 million learning engagements that have happened in the last 1 year, and this is where it's all happened. This is the section where we've curated a bunch of learning resources for you. And these resources are both paid as well as free. There are a few paid resources, but the majority of resources in this section are free for you. So you can explore them. So you can just click on the view all button and you will be able to see what all resources are available. And if there's something that interests you, you can simply click on that particular resource and you will be able to access it. So for example, if it's learning disability, I can just click on it. I can get an overview of what is in it. I can click on the Access Now button and I'll be redirected to the resource. It's as simple as that. Similarly, if you are looking for resources specific to certain competencies, that's something that you can do as well. So you can filter on competencies, filter on the competencies that you're trying to build, and then you will be able to get to resources, zero in resources quickly on that. So unlike the older version of the app where you had to go through everything to get to what you want to, you can simply use filters to get to your resources more easily and more quickly. So that's the free resources section. And as always, there are expert masterclasses, there are certifications, there are CENTALKs, the free webinars, including the one that's happening right now. There are self-paced courses which you can complete at your own pace. All of that is in the learning section. Then there is the My Learning section, which is specific to you, for you to track your progress. So in some ways, this is an extrapolation of what you saw on, pick up from where you left. So this is the section where you can keep a track on, what all you started, what have you not completed. So the things which you've started but not completed would be in a red outline. Whatever you've completed will be in green. As you can see, I've started off a lot of things, but I'm yet to complete them. So all of them are in red for me. And My Records is the section where you'll be able to see your records of participation from tomorrow onwards, like from today midnight onwards. So that's the section. I'll quickly come to careers, and careers is the place where, in case there are some of you who are looking for part-time opportunities, full-time opportunities, then this is the space for you to be in. you can filter for job opportunities. You can, based on your expectations, you can, based on what the type of job that you're looking, the grades that you'd want to teach, the subjects you'd want to teach, you can come to the section, filter for them. And if you feel that okay, something interests you, you can just click on that, read about it, see what's expected, and then you can click on the apply button. And as soon as you click on the apply button, there's a small short registration form that you need to fill in, which will capture your experiences. So that's the that's you can fill in that form, and then your interest will be recorded. You can and we'll pass on your interest to the employers. And I missed sharing this in the learning resources, but there's a share button which you can use to share your any resource, any webinar, any self-paced course, any masterclass, any job opportunity, anything on the app. You can use the share button to start sharing it with your friends and colleagues in case you feel that that it's a resource or an opportunity which will interest them. Then quickly I'll cover the My Profile section, which is called My CENTA. And this is the section, where you'll find the regular, contact details, career, education, experience, your bookmark jobs, your favorite resources, what you've learned, what are the jobs that you've applied for, your center points. And, there's also things around, options to change your password, sign out, and so forth. Now, a lot of users have always asked me, why should we fill in the My Profile section or the My Center as is called, as it is being called here. The simple reason for that is, I would say there are two reasons for it. One is in case you're looking for jobs and opportunities, if your profile section filled in fully, it makes it easier for us to communicate your interest to the prospective employees. Second, as I said, this app is going to start recommending content to you very soon. So based on the grades that you fill in, the subjects that you fill in, your education background, we will soon start recommending resources, career opportunities, posts, everything to you. So it's important to have this section filled in. So that's that. Those are the basics. I think we've gotten them out of the way. Now, coming to the most important part of this session, which is the community feature. And I can see a few, comments on that. They can't see my screen. As I said, I'm trying to mirror my phone screen onto my laptop, and I'm using it, doing it through a third-party tool. So I have some restriction in terms of how, if I can increase the font size, I'll still try. But as I said, this is available for you on the CENTA app. You can go ahead and download it and explore it for yourself, or you can watch this video later, come back, and then and while you're using the app, you come back and see how it is. Or for now, you can just watch the video. So let me see if I can. I doubt if I can increase my screen size, but please give me a second. I'll see if I can increase my screen's font size. If so, I'll do that right away, and then we can proceed. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, comments, please please drop them in the comment section, and I'll also request my colleagues who are manning the chat to respond to these queries. Okay, I tried doing that. That didn't work out. So I guess we'll have to. You'll have to. You won't be able to see. You'll be still able to see the sections, but you might not be able to see the exact text in those sections. Okay, so I'll just restart sharing my, I'll just restart the process of sharing my screen again. Yeah, so this is the section that we're talking about. It's the community module in the in the CENTA app. And as I said, we are very happy to launch this and share this with all of you. We rolled out this feature only late last night, but as you can see, a lot of teachers have already started using the module, and they're using the wall to post and start threads of discussion. So that's already happening. So I'm scrolling through a thread. So it's very similar to how you would use your regular social media apps, right? Like your Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. You can post, others can like your post, like others can read your post, others can like your post. If others can, comment on it, they can share what they think about it. And this is exactly the scenario that I was talking about earlier. So in case you are just about to step into your classroom, you're facing some issues, you don't know, you have no one else to ask, okay, how do I resolve this particular thing? Or this is something that I want to, resolve. How do I go about this? Or this is a situation that I'm facing in the classroom. How do I tackle this? Please go ahead and post it in the CENTA app. We have a community of 1.2 million teachers. I'm pretty sure, teachers are going to read your post and respond to it. So as I said, Mary Sebastian ma'am has posted, Anuradha ma'am has posted, we've Jennifer Dennis, who's posted from Seychelles, so which is East Africa. Then we have Mr. Maxwell, who's posted from Ghana. We have Aimin Khanam, who's posted from Chennai. And one request: when you are posting, I would request you to also mention the city that you're posting from. So that will just help, adding more context to the post that you are making. So this is, so consider this like your Facebook wall or your Twitter wall, or Twitter feed rather, in which you see a bunch of different posts. Now, if you feel that, okay, I have a question or I want to post something, all you need to do is just click on the pencil icon that's there, the pen icon that's there. And you can click on this, and what you'll see is basically a place where you can start typing. Hi, and I'm just going to put in a sample post. I'm going to say, hi, this is Karthik Menon. So I'm just going to do a sample post, and what I can also do is I can post a link to a URL of a video. I can post an image along with my post. I can post a video. I can do all those things here. I can create a bulleted list if I want to, all of those. So after I've written what I want to, or after I've posted post, or I've typed in my question, all I need to do is just click on the post button. That's it, and your post is live, and your post will be visible, and so below that you will be able to see the other posts, and you can, as I said, like a specific post, comment on it if you'd want to, read about it in in a little bit of detail. All those things are possible now. And what you can also do is you can follow the other teachers. So in case you feel that you have found someone's posts very engaging or interesting, all you need to do is just click on their profile picture or click on their name, and you will get the option to follow them. So just like you are following people on Facebook or on Twitter or on Instagram, you will also be able to follow your fellow teachers here. So what will happen is the next time they post something, you'll be able to see it readily. So that's one additional benefit that you're getting. You can stay on top of content that you actually want to read. So this is the Explore tab, where you can see content from all members of the community. The following tab is the content from teachers or educators whom you are following. So as I said, you can follow others on this platform. You can click on the following button, and then below that, you will be able to see all the content that's put up by your friends and colleagues who are following, who you are following. So that's the following tab. And then in addition to that, there is groups. Now this is very interesting. We've created a lot of groups based on geography, based on subjects, based on even countries, because we have significant number of teachers in the community. So there are 1.2 million teachers on the CENTA community. 80% of the teachers are from India, but 20% are from 129 other countries. And so we've created groups for different geographies as well. And these groups are meant for discussions on the specific theme of the group. So in case it is a math teacher group, and if you are a math teacher, you can simply click on it and you'll see a join button. So I'll show you, for example, if it's let me these are the groups that I'm following. So I'll click on this and I'll explore groups. Say if you're a teacher from Hyderabad, so you can just click on the join button and you will be a part of the group and you will start engaging in discussion. You'll start seeing discussions from that group. Similarly, if you are an English teacher, you can join the English teachers group. If you are a math teacher, you can join the math teacher group, and so forth. So that's where that's where the groups come into picture. So groups are meant for you to have streamlined discussions, which are, or rather, focused discussions on a specific theme, and that's what this section is about. In a few weeks from now, you will also be able to create your own groups. So you won't be able to do that today, but in a few weeks from now, you will also be able to create your own group. So you may have, say, you're a teacher from a particular school in Bangalore or Chennai or Mumbai, whatever. You can create a group for yourself and your teachers where you can just click on the button that's going to be there for creating a group. You can add your friends and colleagues to it, and then you can start engaging in discussions on that specific group itself. So that's something that we're going to be rolling out rather soon. So that was that about the groups section. So just to recap quickly, I'm not going to the other sections of the app. So specifically staying on the community module, we've launched a community feature that's going to be that we rolled out last night, and this is available to all the users. So in case you're keen to interact with others, in case you're keen to discuss, share, exchange ideas, this is the download. Go to the Play Store, go to your App Store, download the CENTA app now, and you will be able to start using the community feature. Within community, there are three components. One is explore. Consider this like your Facebook wall or your Twitter wall, in which you are able to see posts from everyone on all different things. And you can like these posts, you can comment on them, you can save them for your future reference as well. And if you have a question, you can post it. When you're posting something, you can add an image, you can add a video, you can add a link to an external URL. Everything is possible. You can create a bulleted list, you can type in a blog, you can type in an essay. All of that is possible. Once you have typed it in, it's going to be visible. And while, by the way, when you're typing it in, you'll also have the provision to make it either as a public post or a private post. So in case you feel that, oh, this is not something that I want to share with everyone, you can also make this a private post. So what will happen then is only the people who are following you will be able to see that post. So all of that is possible. The posts are visible here. You can decide to follow people. So Mary Sebastian, ma'am, your name is popping here. So I'm just going to send you a follow request. In case you see it, please, accept my follow request. And, once you do that, I'll be able to follow your posts, whatever you post on the CENTA app. And I'm looking forward to all of you posting lots of content on it soon. So the following tab is the post from teachers or educators or your peers, only those who you follow. So that will come in the following. Groups are spaces for you to have, and these are spaces created based on geographies, as I said. These are spaces created based on interest, based on roles. So there's a school leader group, which I can see there are members, the teachers who are already a part of this group. There's a group on, based on the subject that you teach. So you can join these groups at any point in time and have discussions based on the theme of that specific group. So that's what the groups feature does. So this was one gift from us to all the teachers who all the teachers out there, all the 1.2 million teachers who are a part of the CENTA community. There's a second feature, and this is related to a lot of comments which I'm reading in while I was presenting my screen. I was also reading through the comments, is regarding your old participation records for your old webinars, and that's probably the most common query that's out there. Those of you, I think you've joined the session late, as I shared at the outset. By today midnight, all your past records are going to be available in the app. So make sure you've downloaded the app in advance. You've downloaded the app immediately after the session. You can go to the My Record section, and this is the place where all your records will be visible. And the additional, the gift that I was talking about is, unlike your previous records, which were just plain PDFs, these records that you're going to get by midnight tonight are going to be digitally verifiable records, which means that they're more authentic. What will happen is they'll have each of these individual records will have a QR code on them. Anyone can scan this QR code to check the legitimacy of the records, and we are giving these records to you from 2020 onwards to all of you completely free of cost. So there's absolutely nothing that you need to pay to avail of the service. So all your records are going to be available tonight in the My Records section. All your past webinar records are going to be available. And as a special gift to all the teachers out there on World Teachers Day, we are making all these records digitally verifiable, completely free of cost. So that's one thing which that's one small thing that we're doing for you on this on the occasion of World Teachers Day. In addition to the community feature that's now live on the CENTA app, and I can see Soma Chandra ma'am, who is actually in the session with us. So Soma Chandra ma'am is also posted, and Soma ma'am is saying hello everybody. I'm from Lucknow. She's from Lucknow. So thank you, Soma ma'am. Thank you so much. I'm going to like your post, and just as I liked Soma Mam's post, you can go ahead and like it. And so I'm also going to, in case you feel that okay, you want to see more posts from Soma Mam, you can click on her profile picture and you can give her a follow request, and Soma Mam can accept the follow request, and you'll be following content from her in the following section tab once the request is accepted. So that's that about the app. And there is yes, very good question, Mary ma'am. The follow request, if you want to see who all has requested to follow you, you can go to the profile section, you can go to your followers count, 3 followers, and then you will see, okay, who is who are you following, and who is and where's the request come from. So that's the section, that's where you will get requests from. So you can go to that section and approve the request, and once you've approved request, your follower count is going to increase. Raina ma'am, I've repeated this a couple of times already. Your past records will be available by midnight tonight, all in a digitally verifiable format. Not plain PDFs, digitally verifiable records. They're going to be available in your app in the My Records section before midnight tonight. So go ahead and download the app, and please make sure that you are using the updated version of the app, the latest version of the app, to be able to download your record of participation after midnight today. So, and as I said, in case you feel that you are not able to find your record of participation, please email us at team@centa.org, and we'll get back to you with a solution. That's what I wanted to share on the community front. Now, there are a couple of other announcements that I wanted to make. As I said at the outset, we have we have a few special gifts for you. So we went over the community feature, we went over the digital records section, whereby you will be able to download your records by midnight, all in a digitally verifiable format. The third one is we're actually launching a contest from today, which is the CENTA Community Engagement Contest. And that's what we're calling it, the CENTA Community Engagement Contest. Now, what's going to happen as a part of this is we're going to select 10 teachers who whose posts on the community module in the CENTA app. And when I say posts, it could be posts on the wall or it could be in the group, receive the most engagement. So how we'll be calculating engagements is the highest number of, someone who's posted very frequently, whose posts have gotten most likes, whose posts have gotten most comments. Though the top 10 teachers are going to get an Amazon voucher worth 1,000 rupees from us. And in case you're from out, by the way, this competition is open to everyone. So it doesn't matter if you're from India or outside of India. Depending on which country you are from, we're going to send you the gift card equivalent to 1,000 Indian rupees. So this contest is going to run till the 31st of October. So all you need to do is just post, get your friends and colleagues to like your post, comment on it, and interact. And the more you post, the higher your chances are of winning that award. But I mean, the award is, as I said, it's a thing, it's a smaller thing, but the fundamental idea behind this feature, as I said at the outset, is to provide a safe space for all the teachers out there to be able to engage with each other's engage with each other, share ideas, discuss common pain points, arrive at solutions which can be used in their classrooms. That's the idea behind this space. And as I said, this has always been one of the most requested features, for the lack of a better word, over the last 3 or 4 years. And we finally created it, and we'd love for you to start using it immediately and make best use out of it. So that's what this session is. There's one more announcement. By the way, a lot of you might have received an email from Ramya, who is our founder and CEO, requesting for feedback on the CENTA app. And thank you so much, I should say, for the overwhelming response. You've received thousands of responses, and I think the mail went out at 10 p.m. India time last night, and our inbox has been flooded with responses on how much they love the app, and that this is a specific feature they feel is missing right now. This is something that they want in the app. Based on that, we've curated a list of 5 feedback points, or rather 5 sets of feedback that we've received, and I'm going to name them, and it's a special shout out to you. And also, we, as a small token of our appreciation for you taking out time to write this feedback, we are also giving you an Amazon voucher equivalent to INR 500. So in case you're from India, you'll get a gift card of INR 500 from us soon. And if you're from outside of India, we'll send you a gift card of the equivalent amount. So this is purely based on the feedback that we've curated. So the first one is actually someone from Africa. They've not mentioned their country. They have mentioned their continent. They've not mentioned their country. It's Pastor Gift Matinanga. And Pastor Gift Matinanga says that what he would love to have in the app is an online learning platform to bring students and teach them online like it's an actual classroom setting. So that's a very interesting feedback point. We will definitely try and move towards the direction, Mr. Pastor Gift Matinanga. I can't assure you when that will happen. Probably that will happen in a few months from now. But it's a very interesting feedback point that we may try and implement in the newer version of the app. So shout out to Pastor Gift Matinanga, who sent this feedback point from Africa. He's not mentioned his country, but soon you'll hear from us, sir. The next one is actually a very interesting mail that we received, and it's from Miss Manisha Tamam. I don't know if Manisha ma'am is a part of this session, or probably, if not, she'll see it later. But Manisha ma'am, thank you so much for your mail. Very, very insightful. Manisha ma'am, is a big fan of, the support and the resources that the CENTA app provides to teachers, and also has given a special shout out to the CENTA International Teaching Professionals Olympiad, which has been a great motivator for teachers like herself, she's saying. But in addition to that, she's mentioned 4 or 5 specific points, which is customizable lesson plans, accessible technology integration, mental health and well-being resources. And so these are the enhancements. I'm not going to get into the details because it's a slightly longish email, but these are very pertinent feedback points that we've received from you, ma'am. Thank you once again, Manisha, ma'am. Shout out to you, and you can expect an email from us on your Amazon voucher soon. The next one is again it's again from India. This is Ms. Madhuri Raghav. Good evening, Madhuri ma'am. If you're attending this session, congratulations. Thank you so much for sending us a fantastic feedback input. Madhuri ma'am, again, she's congratulating us for the immensely interactive and highly engaging platform in the form of CENTA. Thank you so much, ma'am. Madhuri ma'am has requested for subject enrichment section for teachers to access subject-specific teaching tools and techniques. lesson plans, assessment tools, digital tools. So that's a dedicated section for subject enrichment that she suggested. And again, a very important feedback point. That's something that we are trying to work out and introduce rather rapidly into the CENTA app in the coming weeks. Thank you so much, ma'am, and we will definitely try and integrate this section into the app soon. Madhuri, ma'am, congratulations if you're on the session. You can soon, you can soon expect an email from us on your Amazon gift voucher. In addition to that, I have a couple more. Uh, yes, this one is from Miss Dipali Thakur from Pune. Dipali ma'am has written, and this, by the way, I love the clarity of thought on this. Can there be a notification when someone responds to a chat in the community group? Personally, I'll be more active on the app if I know that someone's there to connect. And in addition to this, can the community members or the CENTA team put useful links on AI tools, which are useful to plan, make PPTs or any website, and a kind of a brainstorm blog space. So, and she's given the example of a chalkboard. Again, a very pertinent feedback point. Thank you so much for that, Dipali ma'am. We are increasingly working towards getting an element of AI into the resources, and in a few weeks from now, you will soon that element you'll soon see that element coming. The notification part is very relevant. We've already started building that. So whenever you get a comment or or a like on your post, just as you do on Facebook or Twitter, your notification screen is going to pop up with that. So thank you so much for that. And like others, there is an Amazon voucher worth INR 500 that's waiting for you. The last feedback, and again, this was very well written, was from Siptian Nazia. Actually, Siptian ma'am is a teacher who had 19 years of teaching experience in Pakistan, and she's currently in Canada, where she's completed her course in learning environment from Queen's University, and she's very familiar with the Ontario curriculum. So she's given a list of feedback points or features that we should be building into the app. So one is time-saving tools, which can help automate administrative tasks. Then there's a class management software that she suggested. Their professional development resources, of course, man, they're already there on the platform. Collaboration platform, that's something that we've built in now. Student engagement tools, it's again an interesting one, which can help students, like interactive whiteboards, education, online quizzes within the CENTA app. Personal well-being support, again, a very important point. Thank you so much, Satyan ma'am. It's a very, of course, I've gone through the points in a very cursory manner for everyone who's there in the session. These were long emails, so we've picked up the most important points from them. But thank you once again, Satyan ma'am, for this very well written and thought out, and written email, and for your feedback. We'll definitely try and implement this, as we will be sending you your Amazon voucher worth INR 500, regardless of the country that you are from or are based in right now. So once again, shout out to Satyan ma'am, shout out to Dipali ma'am, shout out to Pastor Gift Matinanga, shout out to Manisha Tamang ma'am, and shout out to Madhuri Raghav ma'am. Thank you so much for your fantastic inputs. We'll soon be building this into the CENTA app. Well, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you once again for taking your time on a busy Thursday evening and joining the session. I know that the World Cup has already started and the first match, it's already happening. So it's heartening to see still so many people watching the session live. So thank you so much. As I said, the apps are available for you to download. Go ahead, go to your Play Store. In case you're using an Android phone, in case you're using an iPhone, go to your App Store, search for the CENTA app, and download it, and start engaging with teachers from across the globe. Start putting in questions, start putting in content. If you come across a great resource, go ahead and put that in. You don't have to wait for anyone. So I can already see Geetanjali ma'am has posted, Anuradha Mehra ma'am has posted, so much Andra ma'am has posted. She's posted a fantastic thought. Thank you so much. And start posting, start interacting, start engaging. And just a reminder on the competition that has started. So starting today till the end of this month, midnight of October 31st, as I said, we are running a competition based completely on engagement that you're doing or engagement that we're able to drive in the community module of the new CENTA app. You'll soon receive an email from us shortly after this session, which will have details of the competition. But in a nutshell, the more you post, the more engagement that your posts have, more likes, more comments, you stand a chance to win an Amazon voucher from us. That's that. And just a reminder for those who are asking for past records of participation for your past webinars. So your webinar records are going to be available in this app by midnight today. And as I said, as a special gift from our side, these won't be simple plain PDFs, but these will be digitally verifiable records that we're making available to all of you completely free of cost. So that's going to happen from midnight today. And that's my colleagues have posted the links to the feedback form. The webinar code is also there. Sharada Devi, ma'am, you were asking for the webinar code. The webinar code is there. Yeah, in case you're a TPO winner, a past TPO winner, or completed your masterclass or your self-paced course, your masterclass and self-paced course records will be available in the next couple of days. Your TPO records will be available by early next week, but your webinar records, which is for the vast majority of you, all your webinar records from 2020 onwards are going to be available from midnight tonight. So there's no, a delay on that. So there's no waiting for that. From midnight tonight, you'll be able to access all your old records of participation. I'm going to go through the comments, and so we finished 9 minutes 9 minutes early. So I'm just going to pick up a few comments and try and answer the questions. Thank you so much, Oshaman. Thank you so much for your support and love. Thank you so much, Monica, ma'am. Thank you so much, Manjula, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Swarna Shalini, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mary, ma'am. I'm looking forward to all of you posting actively on the CENTA app starting today. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Mohan Chandra Sahu, sir. Fantastic to see you after all these years. I still remember, reading out messages from you back in 2020, 2021. So thank you so much for continuing to regularly participate in the session. Thank you so much, Rehnuma ma'am. Thanks a lot. Rehnuma ma'am is joined from Hamida Hamdard Public School. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dipali. Thanks a lot. Patience Kofi, thank you. Thank you so much, Manawalan, Professor Manawalan. Thank you so much. I'm looking for any questions that I might not have answered, or Kamala Murli ma'am, that should not happen. If you filled in the feedback form, you should have received the record of participation. I am requesting my colleagues to make a note of Kamala ma'am's case and reach out to her. Okay, you've already responded. Okay, thank you so much. Results, I have not received results on email. Sure, Kamala ma'am, we'll look into it. Kamala M ma'am, if you could please drop an email to team@center.org, we'll get back to you within 48 hours with your results. I'm also just checking for other questions that I might have missed. Raina ma'am, Raina ma'am, your TPO certificates will be available from early next week. Your webinar participation records will be available from tonight, from midnight tonight. It will be available. If you've completed any self-paced courses or master classes, those will be done in the next 2 or 3 days. Thank you so much, Bhavna ma'am. I also read a comment in which they were not able to locate free resources, and they mentioned that it's only paid content that's there on top. No, ma'am, that's not true. There are lots and lots of free resources, as I showed in the session. You can go back and check out that section once again. There are lots of free resources for you. All you need to do is just select the resource, click on the Access Now button, and you'll be able to start watching the video or read the text or whatever it is. Ken Sherpa, hello, Mr. Ken Sherpa. You're joining us from Nepal. Fantastic to know that. Mr. Michael is saying that I love the app. Thank you so much, Mr. Michael. Thank you so much. Center webinars are informative. Keep on. Thank you so much, Maria Jayanti, ma'am. Thanks a lot. Pooja, ma'am, with the results of TPO 2020 will be uploaded in the new app. No, that's a good question, ma'am. By early next week, you will get it. You will get the TPO records will be available by early next week. The other, the webinar participation records will be available from tonight. Self-paced courses and masterclass records will be available from in a day or two. So we're moving in a progressive manner on that. Thank you so much, Devakar, sir. Uh, Reliance, what about the digital Reliance certificate for credit? You can expect it from Reliance Foundation within the next 2 weeks, ma'am. It will come to you on email. Reliance Foundation is working on the citations. You can expect this on email in the next 2 weeks from us. Saubhagya Krishnan, ma'am. Thank you, Karthik sir. You people have made. Thank you so much, Saubhagya Krishnan, ma'am. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you're liking the app. There's a lot of work that's going on behind the scenes. All of us are working really hard to make your learning experience better. And I've said this before in previous sessions. I think a lot of you already have my email address. Some of you also have my WhatsApp number, and so in case you feel that you want a specific feature to be built in, or you feel that something is missing in the app, don't hesitate. Doesn't matter what time of the day it is, could be in the middle of night. Please feel free to drop me an email. Please feel free to drop me a message. And I'm more prompt on email than message, by the way. So I'll ensure that you get a response from me within 24 hours of you sending me that message on email. So please pick up the phone or type in a message. I will be more than happy to get your inputs, and we'll be using, and I can assure you that we'll be using these inputs to make the app even better. Um, thank you, Ritika, ma'am. Thank you so much, Mary, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm glad that you liked this session. Thank you so much for your support. Mary, ma'am has been a fantastic supporter over the last 5 years, I think. Yeah, I think she first took the TPO in 2018, and since then she's been a big supporter of not just the CENTA International TPO, but also the other activities that we do at CENTA. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, Divakar sir. I'm glad that what you're learning from these sessions you're able to apply in your classroom. Thank you so much, and thank you so much, Ritika ma'am. Anjali ma'am, the TPO certificates early next week, webinar certificates from tonight, course completion records and masterclass certificates in the next 2 days. That's how you'll be. Bharti ma'am, yes, we will be building the CENTA Wall of Fame in the app. Yes, we will be soon building the CENTA Wall of Fame in the app. That's a fantastic point. Yes, we will be doing that. Could you please answer the question regarding asked by Sudeep Mazumdar regarding CBSE training us? I think I missed the question. If you could post that question again, that would be very helpful, Shaila ma'am. Padmavati ma'am, you'll get the record of this session tomorrow. This session you'll get the record tomorrow. Other sessions from 2020 onwards, they'll be available in the app in the My Record section under My Learning from midnight tonight. The webinar number, Anjumam, this webinar number, this is the 215th session of the CENTA webinar series. I'm also just going to check if I can see Mr. Sudeep's question, because that has been asked again. It was regarding 50 mandatory PDRs as well. Okay. Yes. Correct. That's right. So I think I can't find the exact question, but I think the drift of the question was how will we be able to track our learning hours on the CENTA app, and can I use these records in my school when I'm sharing my learning record for the year? Yes, and in fact, a lot of schools are already using this and encouraging the teachers to participate in the CENTA webinar series. You can absolutely use these records for that purpose. And also, what is right now not there in the app, but should be there in a few weeks, is for you to granularly track your learning hours on the CENTA app. So not just the sessions that you attend, which we can do, but which is already happening, but also the other time that you spend on the app. So you might not necessarily be attending a webinar. You might be, say, reading a resource or watching an old session, or even responding to posts, helping other teachers. All of that is going to be tracked granularly in a few weeks from now. So that is also something which will be fed into your learning records. So that's something that you can do. Thank you so much, Manju ma'am. I'm glad that you liked the session. Thank you so much, everyone. We are out of time. I hope you found the session useful, and I am really hoping that I'll be able to see a lot of posts from you. Starting today, you'll get an email on you'll get an email regarding the competition shortly. Your participation records will be available before midnight in the new app. Make sure that you've downloaded the app. If you've already downloaded the app, just ensure that you've updated the app to the latest version by going to Play Store and App Store to check if there's an update that's available. Update the app and you will be able to download your records all the way from 2020 in a digitally verifiable format. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you have a fantastic week ahead. Happy learning, happy posting, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you so much. Thank you.